Oh, again, sorry, windy again. So this video is not about something that I didn't realise till I left the army, because I actually had a realisation years ago. And it's not something that you should expect when you leave, but might catch some people out. And I'll explain what I meant. So, when you're in an army property, you're generally quite close to where you work. They do that on purpose because, you know, if your family's close to where you work, you'll be actually happier at work. I think that's the way it works. So, but however, if you do live slightly further afield, there's two reasons for that generally. One, because the army couldn't get you a property to suit your family's needs close to where you work, or you own your own house. Now, if those situations occur, the army will pay you a percentage of money to get to work. I think it's a couple of miles if it's army accommodation. Well, with this, it's with mileage. If it's private accommodation, you've got to pay X amount of miles. If it's army accommodation, you've got to pay X amount of miles. I think it's the private one, the mileage is slightly higher because you're choosing to do that. Now, I didn't think I'd get paid money to go to work when I left the army, obviously. But what I mentioned earlier was years ago, when my mum sold the family home in West London and moved to where she lives now, which is 2-ish hours away from West London. She was still working there. And I said to her, I remember, I said this is well over 10 years ago, I said, well, are your company going to pay you slightly more to continue going to working in London and then you move further away? Just to cover expenses. She was like, well, no. Which, you know, makes sense. And, you know, that's sort of the point of this. I don't expect any company to pay me to go to work. But if I move further afield and continue to work there, that was the question I asked. Also, I asked this years ago. A bit more naive. It's like 15 years ago. But anyway, it's something I thought I'd bring up. So I thought these videos, just bringing things up. So, the comment on the last video, appreciated it. Fortunately, the company suggested don't operate in my area, but comments are always welcome, so thanks for that anyway. Catch you next one. Cheers.